What's going on? This is Sep, and in this video, I'm going to share with you where you want to fire your internal sales agent or outsource agency and hire this AI ISA instead. All right, so let's get to the video. I'm going to share this with you. If you're a coach, consultant, a realtor, someone that relies heavily on qualifying people on the phone, this is for you. It's going to help you save a lot of money and make your processes very much more efficient. So let's get right into it. In this document, I'm going to share with you exactly what happens usually when a lead comes into your pipeline or your system, right? So this is how it usually goes. A new lead enters the system, either you're using traditional ISA and what they have to do, they have to pick up the phone, call these people, qualify them. In most cases, they don't pick up and they're going to have to manually enter it in the pipeline to follow up later. Now, what happens is usually when this lead comes through, the IC is not going to be hanging around waiting on the phone to call these people. In most cases, these people are outsourced in different parts of the world. The time zone might not match with where you're at. And also, they're doing multiple things at once, meaning they're distracted. And you know this because you can see it yourself sometimes when you, for example, get on a call with a bank or any other place. There's always a background noise happening, maybe kids in the background playing. So these people that they're juggling multiple things at once, and that's not good for your business if you're relying on that, which leads to not hitting the lead in the right time, and the lead loses interest, or they have to kind of manually update these things, which is obviously human error comes into play and you lose that lead, right? Ultimately, the worst part about it is the response time. It's said if you target a lead, or if you know message a lead within 5 minutes, or if you interact with a lead within 5 minutes that it comes in, you have times more chances of converting that lead. So if you understand those metrics, you know that the human is, or the ISA that you've hired is not going to meet those metrics because of time zone, because of distractions, just the reality of life, right? So what does this happen? It leads to missed opportunities and consistent pipeline for you, and you might be struggling with that. Worst part is you're probably paying a high price for it. Now we solve this. Why? But what? We solve it by using an AI agent, because the AI agent has an instant response, right? It qualifies the lead for us. It automatically puts it in the right place category in our CRM. Is it interested, hot, warm lead? Does this person know us? And it automatically sends them the assets that we need to kind of pre-warm them up, right? The follow-up is also consistent. It's nothing is being done based on manually or when your time frees up, right? This leads to a higher conversion, which ultimately is the best thing for your business, which is a seamless handoff to you or your sales team. This is what you want. This is what's going to increase your revenue at the end of the day. That seamless process, right? So now I'm going to share with you the cost comparison between an ISA, an outsourced agency versus the AI, right? In most cases, if you hire your own ISA, it's going to cost you about 38 to 40,000 a year, right? If you're being generous and you hire in-house. If you're hiring outsourced, it's about roughly the same ballpark, 2 to 4K a month, right? Outsourced agency, roughly around the same ballpark. Most likely they're in different parts of the world. They can do it cheaper, maybe in the Philippines, 2 to 3K roughly in the average. But the AI is much, much less. You're looking at about $200 to $500 a month to operate the same thing. So it's significantly cheaper than ISA and call center. That's the first value point. Meaning you could scale, you could have multiple situations going at once and have more consistency versus the ISA that you're sourcing or the call center. And not to mention, there's not a lot of headaches to manage these people, maybe days off or inconsistencies, things of that nature, or training involved with it. Now, like we said before, the response time is very crucial, right? Because if 5 minutes goes by based on the data that we have, you're 21 times likely more to convert a lead if you engage with them within the first 5 minutes it comes in. you could see the human or the ISA or the outsource agency, it usually takes them longer than 5 minutes to call these people, right? And the longer it takes, the more chances of you losing that lead, right? And that's usually the case that happens. But when it comes to the AI, it's 100% there all the time, meaning you could have it set to call within 60 seconds that the lead comes in. So there is no downfall when it comes to that. All right, so you're winning on both ends in that. And when it comes to the metrics and the performance between the human and the AI and the ISA outsource agency, you can see the AI is the green. That means it's available 24/7 whenever you need it to be there, right? It's always on. Versus the human, the ISA, the outsource agency, maybe they might work on weekends. Maybe they're just taking holidays off, Christmas time off, things of that nature. And you can also see the cost is much more efficient in the AI. The speed it beats the human in that. The lead retention, like we talked about, is instant, and its accuracy, right? In terms of speed, consistency, and the cost, the AI wins that metric again. So that leaves us with what if we're trying to run in any type of lead magnet, if we're trying to run any type of things, call funnel that we have to speak to people, we're realtor, we're agency, we're coach, consultant, doesn't really matter. There's a two-step funnel. If we're to rely and build their business around the traditional method, it will cost us more in time and so many factors like we talked about. And at the end of the day, if we're looking to build a business for scale and consistency and achieve a lower lead cost ratio, so we can spend more money on ads, acquire more leads, it will make sense to build on the AI foundations, right? So if you're someone who's new to this stuff, make sure you follow this channel so we can help you learn more about it and start incorporating in your business. All right. So I hope this video was very helpful to you. Check out the description below for more information how you could access documents and resources, and I'll see you on the next video.